Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Thursday, March 7th, 2019. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force is embarking on a program aimed at educating the island's residents of the role they can play to make their communities safer and more secure. That is according to Commander of the Nevis Division, Superintendent Lyndon David.
We have seen a number of issues that have been taking place in our federation, and a lot of them are criminal activities and involve the youth. And we are working very seriously with the youth. We know that the youth are our future and we have to protect them. We also realize that we have parents who, though many will believe that I can do it with my children, we realize that there are certain things that they have a challenge with. And also we have mothers who do not have a father figure around, and you know, when a little boy starts to reach a certain age, challenges to start, whether they get themselves involved with narcotics, gang activity, crime, and just being rude in a sense. So we were here as the police force where we want to see how much we can engage our community.
In light of this, the Nevis Division of the Police Force is adding new dimensions to its community policing program.
I want to meet with mothers and even mothers to be, even if you're not a mother. So we're looking at next month, and I do believe that they will have fun and they will learn a lot. And indeed, I know that they will get tips on how to spot certain deviant behaviors in their children. And I will give tips on how they can address some of them. Mothers may say, last year you had a challenge with your little boy and he comes so good now. As a matter of fact, I see him now going to school. How did you get that work? That person will be able to say, well, I know this person is supposed to help me out, and I will suggest. And giving a little breather for the question from you is that we are saying that everybody in the community should want to see a child excel to his maximum potential.
The Superintendent of Police also spoke to a number of other aspects of the program.
You know, schools will have varied issues. We go on the schools to just speak to the children about good behavior. It's not to go and arrest anybody, but if it happens, we have to do that. We accept that. And so we speak to them.
The police is collaborating with the Department of Community Development to implement the community policing program, and Director Janet Maloney says her department welcomes the initiative. Today, Thursday, March 7th, the Junior Minister of Health, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, accepted a donation on behalf of the Alexandra Hospital. The donation was made by an individual who is residing in the USA, June Howell Emmanuel.
I have some bed sheets for the hospital. I brought a couple of samples to see which one fits. How, you know, if it fits appropriately, then I can send you a bigger shipment. Here, hospital gown as well. That also I wanted to, you know, give you guys a try to see if you like it. Is it too thick? Is it, you know, is it appropriate? And then I can send you some more. So my goal is just to continue to help you all on your journey of making the hospital a better place for people to come. We got to take care of our locals, and whatever I can do to assist you in that, I am with you.
Minister Brandy Williams, who described the donation as significant, expressed appreciation on behalf of the NIA, including Premier and Senior Minister of Health, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
A couple of months ago, she came and she made a first presentation to myself on behalf of Alexandra Hospital, and that was a donation with regards to some masks, respiratory masks. And she did indicate on that visit that she will be a true partner with us. And I am happy to report that this is her second visit, and she has come again bearing more gifts. I want to place on record our profound thanks to you and your family for partnering with us in this much needed area. We are certain, and you are certain, that because you are in the healthcare profession, you know what is needed, and so we do appreciate what you are doing for us here in Nevis. And I would want to make an appeal to those persons out there in the diaspora who would want to assist us. Feel free to call myself, Ms. Shalisa Martin, Acting Permanent Secretary, the hospital administrator, any one of our health professionals to find out what are the priority needs here for us, and we will be willing to give you that information. I would like to say thank you once again.
You're so welcome.
Still to come.
You as residents of Bath Village and friends of Bath Village, you are well poised to deliver a new experience.
We'll give you the details after this break.
The Ministry and Department of Agriculture presents Open Day 2019. It's Silver Jubilee. 25 years of feeding the nation. On March 28th and the 29th, 9 a.m. daily. Venue, the E.T. Willett Park. Under the theme, Think Climate Smart, Food and Nutrition Security and Sustainability.
Welcome back. Noting that the airport development is a capital-intensive project and that it is in the best interest of the NIA and the people of Nevis to partner with investors who are capable of raising the requisite funding, the NIA and NASPA has accepted a proposal from B&L Worldwide Limited to enter into an agreement that will achieve significant development and enhancement of the Vance W. Amory International Airport. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, made that note during his February 28th press conference.
The project contemplates that B&L Worldwide will be responsible for designing, construction, financing, operation, and maintenance of a new passenger terminal facility and will attract additional passengers to Vance Amory, thereby providing increased opportunities to NASPA to generate additional revenues by introducing new arrivals and ultimately developing a new runway. For the purpose of implementing the project, certain areas of the airport will be leased to B&L Worldwide at a price fixed by NASPA. All costs of the project will be at the expense of B&L Worldwide, and they would be required to provide full financing for the project and have that in place within 6 months of the effective date. That is the date on which we signed off on the project. If they don't provide that, the NASPA has the right to terminate the project. Their job, therefore, is to procure financing within that 6-month period.
The Global Transportation Hub Concession Agreement was signed on February 6, 2019.
And the initial phase will involve the design, construction, financing, operation, and maintenance of the new passenger facility, including gates for passengers departing to the United States, furnished with the minimum requirements for which passengers may clear United States Customs and Immigration, the pre-clearance facilities. And that is the intention, to have this entity, this new terminal, approved for pre-clearance. And that is the aim, and so to use it as what they call a hub for passengers coming in and moving on to the United States. The project contemplates that B&L Worldwide shall design and construct and thereafter maintain and operate all phases of the project to international standards, so as to attain a Category 1 rating by the U.S. Department of Transportation's Federal Aviation Administration.
B&L Worldwide Limited, according to Premier Brantley, shall from time to time provide the Nevis Island Administration with preliminary plans and designs and consult with the NIA and the Nevis Air and Seaports Authority with respect to design, construction, and operational matters.
To the extent that the new airport facilities will involve additional runway facilities, the concessionaire, which is B&L Worldwide, will engage with NASPA and the NIA in public consultations and will conduct, of course, the necessary environmental impact assessments. The term of the lease is 35 years. The concessionaire is obliged to show source of financing within 6 months of the effective date that was signed on the 6th of February. Should B&L fail to secure financing for the project within the 6 months of the execution of the agreement, the administration and NASPA have reserved the right to terminate the agreement without further notice. Just to indicate that the construction should start within 2 years of the effective date of the agreement.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. On Wednesday, March 6th, the Ministry of Tourism held a closing ceremony for the Bath Village Community Tourism Workshop, which ran from February 19th to 23rd. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, John Hanley, noted that the participants were very enthusiastic.
What matters today is an authentic connection with the residents of a particular community. So it means that what we are doing, it is on the right track. It is in keeping with the current trend that is taking place in tourism. So you as residents of Bath Village and friends of Bath Village, you are well poised to deliver a new experience, a new and exciting and, very importantly, authentic experience to your visitors. I hope that the training that we have exposed you to over the last 2 weeks will not go in vain. I hope that you will take it seriously. You have been very enthusiastic. You have grasped this opportunity with both hands. And I see the Bath Community Tourism Group going places.
The participants provided a virtual tour of Bath Village.
Government House, as we know it today, was constructed in 1909. But before that was constructed, Government House operated on Government Road at a place called Queen's House. And that is where Alexandra Hospital is present today.
The Nelson Museum. So the Nelson Museum was originally located in Morning Star at the private residence of Mr. Robert Abrams, who was a Jewish lawyer who collected Lord Nelson memorabilia. His collection was said to be one of the greatest in the world. So much so that when Queen Elizabeth visited Queen City in 1966, one of the highlights of their visit was going to Mr. Abrams' house to view his vast collection. The artifacts are now housed over in the Nelson Museum, which is located on the Bath Plain.
The Bath Hotel was built in 1778 by John Huggins at an expense of 40 to 48,000 pounds. It is known to be the first hotel in the Caribbean which could accommodate up to 50 guests in its bedroom.
The workshop, which took place at the Alberta Payne Community Center in Bath Village, was facilitated by historian Leonard Stapleton. That's how we end this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.
Everybody have a good time. We're enjoying ourselves. We're having fun.
Love, passion, pride. Culturama 45. The Caribbean's greatest summer line. We are alive from July 26th to August 6th.